We're about to get up to where we have residents on the second floor. Before we get up in there, I do want to mention a little bit about what the house has been used for, about deaths that have happened in the house, all those kinds of things as well. So originally, like I said, the house was created to be an orphanage. However, after 1926, this would end up becoming an apartment building. It had 9 apartment units. It was able to have each of those units with their own kitchens. It was completely sliced apart, and it is no longer like that. It has been restored back to its old way. It also has been a bed and breakfast before, and it has been also like a Catholic mission as well. It's been home to a nonprofit. Raices was the last nonprofit that was in the space. There's been all kinds of things over the years. But when it was an orphanage, we did have some death here. We have outbreaks in San Antonio of both scarlet fever and measles. And these are pretty significant outbreaks. And pretty much every child in the early 1900s that came in here got either scarlet fever or measles at some point. We have had 9 infants die in the building of a combination of scarlet fever and measles. There's one older child that died in the building, and we're not exactly sure how that older child died. The record is a little bit confusing. It may have been that they also succumbed to one of those illnesses, but we also have had a couple of mediums that have walked through the space, and especially in the attic, and have felt like that child actually may have not been very happy here and may have taken his life in the attic. And so we'll get up to that space in a little bit. It does have a little bit of a weird feeling. So, you know, use your senses and see what you feel as we travel around. Let's go ahead and head upstairs now. Oh, again, let me explain. I'm going to explain that to you just right now. I'm just going to,
I apologize.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's okay. So I pretty much have all the equipment on. I'm just going to kind of turn it on. Now, you guys have these EMF meters in front of you. Everybody has slightly different meters. And so you're going to see that these have several different lights. Whenever we see these lights kind of moving like that, that means it's picking up an EMF that we don't really know where it's coming from. Because when I first put this on, we were at a green base. When we get any kind of change, that means, hey, we're picking up an EMF that is an electromagnetic field, and we're not sure where it's coming from. It could be as simple as a microwave that was close by. It could be as simple as an electrical outlet if it's close by, but we're not really near those things, so it's a little bit more suspicious whenever that comes through. So in front of you, you have a couple different devices. If you have one that has an orange top to it, there's about 4 of those, I think, on the floor. Those at the very top, it's going to actually turn red when we have a high EMF. Those also have a dial on it. That dial, anytime you see it kind of switching, moving, that doesn't mean it's picking up some kind of EMF there. If you have a digital one, those are the ones that are the green screens. Those are based on numbers. And so it's going to read any fluctuation of EMF by changing that number. So when it starts, it should be 0. It should be a 0, 0, 0 on that. If it changes from 0 to 1, 0 to 5, 0 to 300, that means that, hey, it's picking up an EMF. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a ghost. It just means, hey, this is an EMF, and potentially, if we can't find a source of where that electromagnetic energy is coming from, it might be paranormal. A yes answer is my question. I'm going to notice that I feel the rods kind of tugging a little bit. They're moving. And whoa. That's my yes answer. That's always, for me, my yes answer crossed like that. So I'm going to now ask, can you show me a no answer? And my no is just a part. Now, we want to be careful to not touch the top or bottom. We might manipulate it. Also, it's a good idea to kind of lean them on our chest because our arms can flinch, those kind of things. They can actually kind of manipulate that a little bit. But as we see them, Stephen will call yes or no questions out, and you can also follow the rods as we're going about. All right? But let's tell the spirits our names so that way they can call us if they want to. So my name is Fred. Stephen.
Leroy.
Melinda. Emma.
Jacob.
Natalie.
Lily.
Bethel.
Amanda. Kylie. Melissa. Reagan.
Christian.
Erica.
Richard.
Jasmine.
Wonderful. So spirits, this is our group here. We are curious. We want to understand you. We'd love to speak to you. We'd love for you to come through and tell us anything that you might think is important. Please feel free to come through and talk to us. Do you have a message for anybody here? Do you have a message for anybody here? Okay, thank you for coming through. I didn't quite understand that. Can you repeat yourself? We also have a friend over here. She's on Estes. She can hear with the earphones. If you have something that you'd like to say, please feel free to tell her. Are there any children with us? Are there any children with us? Would you like to come through and talk to us about your life here? Okay, I couldn't quite understand you. Thank you for coming through. Widespread came through on the spirit chat. I'm not sure what that means, but we do know that there was lots of widespread measles as well as scarlet fever.
Heard a little kid.
We got a little bit of a cough.
She said she heard a little kid.
And we have a child that came through here. We also have a vocalization. Thank you for acknowledging us. If this is a child, would you be able to share something about your life in this space? Would you be... Okay, thank you for coming through. Can you tell us why you're here? Can you tell us why you're here? Okay. Thank you for trying to come through. Everybody has an EMF meter in front of us. Can you get close to somebody's EMF meter and try to get it to change color? Would you be able to spike maybe my meter right here and get it to change color for me? Could you do that? Yes or no? Yes.
Yeah, I got yes too.
We have a vocalization and a yes over here. Anybody have a question to follow that up with? We'd love, anybody, if you have questions, feel free to participate.
One thing goes off on you.
Is it just the pop light?
I'm not sure. Which one?
Have you had it?
Does it introduce? It didn't sound like it
It just
introduced.
completely went off. Like it turned, like something turned it off. Let me see how the battery's fully charged.
You hearing anything?
So that's strange.
Cool.
Yeah. We have Guzman come through on here. The last name Guzman. Anybody named Guzman?
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay, so we have the last name Guzman just come through. Be nice just came through as well. So the word be nice came through.
They're very nice.
Any follow-up questions for the spirits with those words? Who do you want to be nice? Who should be nice? Okay, I'm not sure I understood that, but who do you want to be nice? Did you say everyone? Okay, I'm not sure what that said exactly, but thank you for coming through. Was somebody mean to you? Was there somebody mean to you? Is that why you want us to be nice?
Your eyes.
Spike here.
Yes.
Your eyes. A yes over here. Audible sound. Okay. Was somebody mean to you while you were here? Did somebody do something that hurt you? Were you hurt here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We get 2 yeses. If you can also come through on that EMF, can you come and light up one of these devices? Can you change the numbers on our devices? Anything that you can do to further show that you're here. You can also light up one of these little balls over here. Thank you for coming through. You can speak to me on the spirit chat over here, and you can speak to our friend that has the earphones on.
Friend?
Friend? Is there anybody that is looking for a friend? Is there anybody that wants to make a friend here?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Strange came through, and a vocalization that I couldn't understand.
Got a yes for friend.
Yes, that they want to make friend. Are you happy that we're here? Are you happy that we're here trying to talk to you? Yes or no? Audible sound.
That was
What did
I
you
just heard like little kids talking. Like I don't know.
Talking, okay, and we get a yes over here, and we get a yes over here.
How many kids are here with us?
Great question. How many kids? Are there more than one child here with us? Audible response.
It's like screaming.
Okay. We got a yes over here. These look like they might be edging towards a yes as well. Anybody with a follow-up question?
Where are you in this room?
Can you use the rods to point to the direction that you're in? Would you use the rods to please point to the direction that you're in? Where is the energy coming from? So it looks like we have this side as well as this side. Is that correct? Can you give us a yes or no that it's coming from both sides of the room?
They're just kind of favoring.
Okay. Anybody understand that?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense, and then there was an immediate response after. I'm not sure if it was confirming you. Did you just say Jesus Christ? Mm-hmm. All right, thank you.
Said yes on the rods.
And the rods also indicated yes. Anybody? We have a very high spike over here. Can you do that again? Can you give us a high spike again? Okay. Can you trigger one of our lights or give us a word on the spirit chat over here? We got another high spike. Thank you for coming through.
Well
We
over
appreciate that.
30.
Well over 30.
That was very clear.
Okay. Is that an indication of energy or spirits here? Yes or no? Over 30? Yes. Okay. The total?
30 kids?
30 spirits, maybe. I'm not sure if that's kids. We only have 10 kids that we know they died here. But who knows?
Excite.
What, did you get that?
Excite.
Excite, okay.
They say yes.
Okay, we got another audible response here.
So, is really here?
Is he really here? I think is what I got. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for responding. Yes, there are people here, and yes, they do want to talk to you. Can you give us a sign that you are here? Can you make one of these lights go off for us? Could you spike that meter all the way to the red? Could you come through on another person's meter for us? We'd just love to see you manifest yourself in some kind of way here.
Cool.
I couldn't understand you.
I
Can
think
you try
I
to come
would.
through again?
I heard I think I...
Can you spike my meter for me? Anybody get that? Okay. It's changing out the battery on this. This died. Looks like I'm going to just do a quick check to make sure it's working, and then you're going to be able to utilize it. Okay. Alright, it's almost set. Feel free to try once it's set to try to trigger it and to change the color of the light. All you have to do is vibrate it. Thank you. Okay. Can you do that again? Truly, I think is what I heard. Anybody understand that? Detectors?
Protectors.
Or protectors? I'm not sure what that means. Okay. Can you come through and give us a little follow-up either on the spirit chat or with Estes method so we understand what you're saying? Okay. Do you like having visitors here? Yes or no?
Something too.
I am something to you, is what I heard. I think that I might have heard I am lying to you, but I'm not 100% sure. Are you lying to us? Is that what you were trying to say? Are you lying to us? No? Getting a no, I think, for both. Okay. Thank you for coming through. I must have misunderstood you. Can you give us a little bit more information to understand what you were saying? We also have, just feel free to pick a word to use it.
Everybody stay away.
Everybody stay away. Why do you want us to stay away? Is there something that we're not supposed to see? Is lark? What do you mean by lark? Is only the bird supposed to see this? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure what it is. Can you give us more clarity? What do you mean by lark?
Are you scared of us?
I got no.
We got no over here too. Courage is what came through here when it's saying, are you scared of us? They are claiming they have courage. So clear. What are you willing to do? Do you want to show us something? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to turn on this light to make the light go from red to purple? Could you make that light go from red to purple for me? All you have to do is trigger it. You've done it before. You could also get close to this other light.
Something a kid.
Yeah, I think a little kid. If there is a little kid here, would you please get close to one of our lights, and that way you can get it to change colors. If you get close to these lights, thank you for coming through.
Did you say where?
What, did anybody get that?
No.
No, I didn't get it either. Let's have some new questions. Any follow-up questions that we can ask anybody?
How old are you?
Okay, we got a response, but I couldn't quite understand it. Can you repeat that answer? You were just asked.
A
how
number
old are
of
you?
physicians. I don't know.
Number of physicians? Okay. Is there a spirit of a physician that used to work here coming through? Is there a spirit of a physician that used to work here coming through? Yes or no?
2003.
Back 2003 are the things that just came through.
Yes.
Get a yes in that question. Do you want to
Drive
be here?
my life away.
Did you want to be here? We just got drive my life away, so did you want to be here? Are you unhappy to be here? Yes or no? Are you unhappy to be here? We get a yes over here, and now we get a yes over here. Anybody understand that? Okay, thank you for coming through, spirits. We really want to understand you, and we think that it's wonderful that you're trying to come through. There are some things that we haven't understood. Can you please give us some clarity? We're just trying to get some answers. Do you have a message for anybody in this room? If so, will you call them by name? Anybody hear that? Do you have a message for anybody in this room? If so, will you call them by name? Is there any Richard? Perhaps that's the name that came through. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the follow-up response was. Did you just say Richard? Is that the word that you utilize over the box? Richard, yes or no? Yes. Beans over left. Over left something? I think I may have heard beans over left.
Are you by Richard? Is he saying that he's over by Richard?
Can you point in the direction of the person that you're talking about? Can you point in their direction, please? They're pointing toward each other.
Murder?
I heard murder.
Murder, okay. Can you, was there anybody that was ever, okay, we have this light come up. Thank you for lighting that up. We appreciate it. Can you tell us what the murder might be about? We have an EMS response here. Can you tell us what the murder might be about? We have the spirit chat going on. And it says cast. We also have this go off. Cast, I'm not sure what that means, but that was after the murder question that came out. Can you light up our light again? Can you light up one of these balls for us?
No.
Okay. Couldn't quite understand that. Are there any former workers here? Any person that once worked here or lived here? Can you come through if you worked or lived here?
October 19th.
Okay, thank you for coming through, saying October 19th. That's a date in the future. Is that a date that we need to be aware of? Is that a date we need to be aware of, October 19th? Two things came through, two different voices. I'm not sure on either of the response. Another response. Any seeing as that, I believe, came through on the box.
I want to be like you.
Whisper. Want to be like you? Why do you want to be like us? Why do you want to be like me? Or why do you? What does that come from? Can you tell us?
Do you want to be alive?
Of course.
I can't explain
Yeah,
it.
I think over here. Another whisper here, and you are not responsive to that. Okay. Say
What
no.
did you say you heard?
I can't explain it.
I can't explain it. Okay. Spirits, can you give us any more clues? If you can't explain everything, can you give us some more clues of what you're trying to share? What are you trying to convey? Can you come through on the spirit chat? Something may be dead? I'm not sure. Are you indicating that you're dead? Yes or no? No. Or maybe.
Wiggly.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that as I think it's a no. Okay. Any follow-up questions? Any questions?
Are we talking to a little kid?
Are you a boy or girl?
Can you cross the rods for boy?
The people that are stuck there.
Thank you for coming through. Who's stuck here? We're getting inconclusives, I think, for both.
Yeah.
Who is stuck here? Can you tell me who is stuck here? Seemed like you got very quiet. We had a lot of stuff coming through. Is there something that you want to tell us before we end this? We have a few minutes left, and you've gotten a little quiet. We'd love to hear some responses from you. Is there anything that you want to tell us? We get a yes over here, and we're not quite there on the other side. Okay. Any questions? Seems like they're not exactly sure they want to speak to us right now. I'm getting a yes now. Thank you for coming through very clear on the box.
Oh, thank you.
Improve.
Improve? Okay. Who improved? Did you improve? This weekend? I'm not sure what came before that.
Children this weekend.
Children this weekend. Cool. Two or you? I'm not sure which one it
Sound hungry.
was. Perhaps. Do you like being here?
Your family's safe.
Thank you for coming through. And do you like being here? Yes or no? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
A yes? Okay. Can you
The
tell
enemy.
the enemies coming through? Okay. Can you tell us how many spirits are here right now? Are there more than one? Yes or no? Are there more than one spirit with us? Light audible response. We get a yes here. Okay. Are there more than two? Are there more than two spirits with us?
Be prepared.
Two, and we'll be prepared. Thank you for saying that.
I just want to make sure people understand what we're talking about.
That's what it
Another
said?
response
Yeah.
couldn't understand.
Wow.
That's a lot.
What are we
Is
talking
there more
about?
than three? Are there more than three?
Yes.
Yes, and then we got some interesting responses over here. Not quite sure what that means. Are there more than four spirits with us? Yes or no?
Six?
Six. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for coming through. That there are six. Thank you for finally giving us that number and coming through on the rods. We appreciate you. You came through with a couple of things over here. Can you clarify what you were telling our friend with the Estes? I didn't hear that. Could you tell us what you were telling our friend with the Estes? Okay. It's okay if you can't come through. We're pretty much at the end of this session, so we can begin our investigation time before we end it. Does anyone have any last questions?
Like, is there anything
I was
they
moving
want
too
us
fast.
to do?
Sure. Is there anything that the spirits here want these folks to do or to explore while they're here? Can you point them in the direction that they might explore? That's the response that you got. Can you tell us what floor? Is it the first floor? Is
It is.
Right?
it is? I think is what
Is
I
it?
got. But we're getting a little. Is it yes or no?
It's gonna go. Oh, now it's going.
So it's yes. Okay. So try the hallway
First
on
floor.
the first floor. Perhaps. Any other last questions? Spirits, we want to thank you for trying to communicate with us, for trying to come through, sharing things. We appreciate it. We also ask that if you have more things that you want this group to understand, to hear, to see, please share it with them. They're going to be exploring this space up until 1 a.m. I'm sure they would appreciate anything that you can share. Thank you.